we're back. The Can We Talk podcast is back after being away for at least 3 weeks, maybe a month at this point.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. Of course, if the 10 people who watch our YouTube channel can notice, there's been some changes. But yeah, we're back. This is episode 37. Whether this is the day of light, I don't know. But, we're here. And I have Robin Hill in the building for the 4th time.
Hi!
She may or may not actually tell you what she came on here to promote. So, I don't know. We've done this a few times and she's forgotten. I've forgotten. Everyone's forgotten. But hopefully she finds the time to kind of figure out when she's going to inject that.
Every time you just put these headphones on, you get a microphone stuck in your face, you just kind of draw a blank. So everything that you thought you were going to do, you come on here and it's a whole different idea. Like, you just go with the flow. So, it's whatever.
So you're saying podcasting isn't easy?
I knew that from jump. Like, I never doubted. I never said it was. Ever. So...
Definitely not easy. Definitely stressful in a way. And I'm not gonna. What's that noise? Fuck. But it's okay. Whatever. We're gonna talk.
That was me. Sorry.
Okay.
That was the fidget. Okay, it got loud. Sorry.
We're gonna talk through it. So podcasting isn't easy. And do you know any other podcasters outside of our group?
Ooh.
Oh, that one dude?
Huh?
That dude?
Oh, the one that asked me to be on his podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know his.
Is his podcast cool like ours, or is it lame like everyone else's?
I'm not gonna disclose that information.
So it's cool?
Honestly, I haven't had the time to watch his. I will be completely honest. I've seen clips that he's posted on Snapchat, but I haven't fully tuned in. I do have a couple other friends that have podcasts, though. That have a podcast.
But we have never connected with them. I'm so confused.
I mean, so the guy that started it, right?
I started it. What are you talking about?
Not you.
All podcasts.
You shut up. They gotta run through you.
They gotta come through me. If you want to start a podcast in Austin, Texas, you have to come to me.
I never said they were in Austin.
They still gotta come through me.
See, so I did not know this was gonna be the topic of conversation before I
didn't
got
know
on
either.
here.
Who knows?
But
fuck.
Yes, he uses his through Instagram, and I've talked to him. His name is Brian, and it's the Squad Podcast, I believe the name is. And
the podcast is through Instagram.
Yeah, he uses Instagram to promote.
But just promote, but
Right.
Okay, I was gonna say it's not a podcast, guys. That's a Instagram Live.
I mean, let them use whatever platform they want to use. If they do go through Instagram Live, it works because he uses it through people who are out of state.
This is the first time I've heard about this, people. He's never spoke about any podcasters.
I mean, yeah. That is very true. I haven't. But I know people who have them, but...
But what?
You're the best. Just know that. You're the best.
Oh, it's kind of like some hot sauce, right? Speaking of hot sauce.
Oh, no. Don't even go that route.
We have to talk about it. I think this is the most interesting, conversation ever. I saw a ton of, regular girls, women being like, no woman would trap you. You don't have money. You're not Drake. I'm like, okay, but let's actually talk about it. So allegedly Drake had relations or had fucked or whatever the fuck they call it when you're rich. I don't know. I don't know what it's called when you're rich. Just an exchange of energy. I don't know. But he had an exchange of energy with a particular woman. I don't know her name, nor do I care. But apparently, of course, had safe sex, left the condom in the trash can, and then poured hot sauce in the condom, and she allegedly took the condom and tried to insert it into herself and got burnt.
Yikes.
She got burnt, allegedly. And people were like on her side, and then the men who chimed in, all the women was like, "You're not Drake." And I'm like, the women not know about other women, but claim to know about all women? I'm like, right? Like, y'all know each other so well, but wouldn't think a woman would do something like that at any point in time.
Look, okay. If I tap all the way back into my mental, right, I go straight to my first instinct, which was the episode of The Game, right? And this girl hooked up with Derwin, and she was talking about that turkey baster shit, right? So I'm like, I can't be on the girl's side at this point. Like, I don't know if that's the guy inside of me, but
there better not be a guy inside of you. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, like, my mental does not agree with her because...
In the sense of the action.
No, not even the action. Why? First of all, that's... If we've learned anything by 2022, right? Germs are everywhere. Okay? People was catching Omicron, Omarion, whatever you want to call it, like it was nothing. Okay?
Yikes.
If we just think about how many germs are in a freaking trash can, right? Why are you digging in the trash can for a condom? Trying to get pregnant. Like, you're doing the most at this point.
But that's also to the sense of women thinking women wouldn't do that if you're not Drake. Like, if you don't get a payoff for doing this, like, there's mad people who will dive into a trash can for $100.
There is. I understand there are. I understand that she was looking for an easy come up. It sounds like not talking down on the girl, but that's what it sounds like. I get it.
I mean, it is what it is, but.
Like, as far as you reap what you sow, what comes around goes around. Like, something plays to the part of her getting burned. Like, she did that to herself. Is he at fault?
No, absolutely not. I just think that the conversation I want to have is like how women don't think that even if I'm not putting hot sauce in my condoms, like I'm still making sure that shit's protected to the best of my ability. And how women were like, they don't. It's just Drake. You don't get a big payoff for because it's Drake. And I'm just like, that happens a lot. And I had said something yesterday about like the little what do you call the thing in your arm? What's it called?
The implant, the IUD.
The IUD. Mm-hmm. How? Well, I wouldn't say how all, but like a lot of people that I've been involved with have allegedly have it. I don't know, but are all like pregnant now.
You got them strong ones that'll slip through the cracks.
See, no. See, no.
It is 99.9% effective.
See,
okay.
no.
99.9% effective. Okay, I should... Look, never mind. I was going to go a whole different direction. Never mind. They are 99.9% effective. But there are people who, even talking to my sister when she used to work at...
Don't say her spot. She's not like that.
She used to work for an OB. Okay, let's just stop it there. She used to work for an OB, and I remember she had told me that there was a lady that was like, something's wrong. Like, I don't know what's going on. But it turns out the lady was like 6 months pregnant. And she had an IUD in her arm. So it happens. The lady didn't even know she was 6 months down the line. Like, almost about to pop at this point.
Yikes.
So, and she had just, I think my sister had, I'm getting all into this lady's business. First of all, anyway, I shouldn't have said this, but I'm already on the tracks now. Train's going. The lady had just said that her 18-year-old had just graduated. She was pregnant. She's like, what am I supposed to do?
Like get over the hill. It's like you've been paying off this loan for a long time, and then they just say, you know what? Let's start over.
Right. Like, you know what? You got You got some taxes you gotta pay. What?
Yikes.
So yeah. I don't know why that story popped into my head. I'm talking too much at this point now. Like,
I don't know why anything happens like at all. Like I think the story is just more so about communication, and like I don't think people really have it. But hey, you got to be taught to communicate.
That don't go in the NDAs. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Yeah, the non-disclosures that I make everyone sign.
Yeah, that. That's not a part of it. Bitch, don't go dig into the trash can because you might burn yourself. No.
Probably not. What do you think's in Drake's NDA?
I have no idea. This is why I would, if I was ever given the chance, like I wouldn't take it. Like dealing with a celebrity sexually just sounds exhausting.
But what do you think? Like I probably would think like dealing with women, like they have to like have a babysitter before coming over. Like they have to like be available for Drake at all times.
Just on go?
Yeah, like she has to have one, and he's gonna fund it though.
Man, I mean, it doesn't sound far fetched at all.
Like, yeah, when I call you, drop that little kid off.
You got a 15-minute window. I don't care where you are in the world.
Handle that.
Get here in 15 minutes or less, or I'm calling the next. He's gonna say it.
Facts. Like you was in order. Like you in rotation. Like you 25. You took your ticket. I'm calling you. I don't call twice. 24 is on her way. Like, what are you talking about?
She's down the street, but I'm giving you the opportunity to get here. It's yours. Take it or leave. Oh my God, this sounds so stupid.
We're gonna address what's happening with the podcast eventually. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Like the last 2 months have kicked my ass.
I'm sorry, my mind is still stuck on this comment. I was thinking as simple as like your phone has to be left at the door whenever you step in, and you're like, nah, babysitter, time limit, TikTok.
No, not even that. Like your phone, you can't have one.
Like it can't come inside.
Yeah, like no, you can't have a phone. Like
how is he gonna get a hold of you if you? How? Bird calls?
No, Drake definitely has the Batman call.
I was about to say,
especially
you're
in Toronto,
shit like that. I knew you were about to say
definitely in
like
Toronto.
That.
He definitely has the call, like number 23, like in the sky, definitely comes up, and she knows her number. She's not gonna miss her number. That's why that girl with the hot sauce was like, "Shit, I've been waiting for 13 months to get it in." So yeah, why not? Crazy thing is, like, what if it wasn't his condom?
You think Drake's homies is just all in there just doing stuff?
My guy Drake said he has a compound. Compound?
Like, I understand Drake got a lot of people. I understand he got a lot of people in his circle.
He need a walkie-talkie just to get a beverage. You don't think one of the homies slipped into the master one time when he was on tour?
Just flexing. Can you imagine being friends and you pull it up like, yeah, Drake's my homie. Come hang out. Oh my God.
You just slipped into the master one time, just, to catch a vibe.
That's so
because it's like obnoxious. A whole big ass room. I'm sure the homies caught a vibe in his room.
I wouldn't even do that. Like celebrities, I couldn't do. The friends, I couldn't do either.
You could do the celebrities' friends?
No.
I'm a celebrity.
Okay, we're gonna put you in the scenario, right? Let's say it wasn't even Cash Doll, right? It was
Cash Doll pregnant. She's off limits from now on.
Okay, well, Cash Doll's assistant.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking Cash Doll's assistant.
Why are you saying so good?
The fuck? I don't care who she is. I don't care. Her name is Susie. The fuck?
Okay, but no, let me not say that.
Because Cash is definitely gonna use her assistant's bars and her raps. She gonna definitely rhyme Susie with Uzi or some shit. She's definitely gonna do something wild with the bar.
So you do the assistant?
Yeah.
Why? There's no logic behind it. Why? Because it's her assistant?
No, not because it's her assistant, but I'm sure Cash definitely. Yeah, me and Cash know each other. I just call it Cash.
Right.
I don't even say doll. Yeah, that's for the fans.
You're so annoying.
No, I think Cash would have some. Remember the what was it? What's the TV show shit we was watching? What was it called? Anthony Anderson.
Oh, to tell the
Henderson. What's his last name?
Anderson.
Okay, yeah. What's it called?
To tell the truth.
To tell the truth. And I was like, Oprah not having no skinny bitches around her. And everyone in the room thought that. They just didn't use that language.
Only one did. One.
I feel like everyone was thinking it. He's the one who said it. He was like, Oprah not about to have no skinny petite woman around her. And I was like, I believe that.
So what does that mean about the assistant?
I mean, I think Cash would have some pretty detailed oriented assistants.
So thick.
Yeah.
That's the word
some
detailed oriented.
Some very lavish like
curves. Curvy women.
That are natural. That's what I would think she would have. So I'm sure that the assistant would definitely yeah. And it also depends on where I meet the assistant. If I meet her at Costco, I'm not fucking.
What's wrong with me? I would feel like meeting somebody at a casual place is better than meeting them at like the club or. Okay, but not as casual as like the gas station, because I've had that happen. And that's just awkward. I'm like, no, I'm pumping gas, like. But where? So where would you want to be? So like, if
definitely
they're famous,
H-E-B.
like H-E-B.
Yeah, for sure, H-E-B.
H-E-B
is a part of my culture. So
oh, okay.
Definitely H-E-B, and like it would have to be. It'd have to be in the meat aisle. I don't think coming up to me while I'm grabbing rice would do it for me.
Okay, that's the next topic. I'm so sick of you. What?
I don't think grabbing rice would do it for me. Like if I'm grabbing rice, like what are you gonna say? Like in the meat aisle, there's so many varieties. So there's like pork, chicken, steak. Like depending on what aisle you in, kind of can. You
got different rices though. You got white. You got brown,
box. You got
quinoa. You got
quinoa's and rice.
I mean, it's on the same aisle, so we're gonna put it together for now. But
for sure, you can't catch me on the trash bag aisle or the baby aisle. If I happen to accidentally go through the aisle, me personally, I don't go through baby aisles. Like I don't want that type of energy.
He doesn't.
Like y'all be manifesting, me too. I manifest not seeing the baby aisle. If I see a stroller, I might want a kid. Like what?
Look, an aisle's an aisle, and if it's crowded on one aisle, it's crowded on the other side, and the only clear aisle is the baby aisle. I'm crossing through the baby aisle to get to where I need to get. You're just gonna wait.
I'm just gonna stand still. I'm gonna pretend like I'm looking for something. I'm gonna look up. I'm not going down the baby aisle. I'm like, damn, where's the rice at? What rice in my hand?
It's not that bad. You were so dramatic, and I've seen it in action, guys. Like literally, it's so annoying. Like I've tried to walk that way because there was nobody on that aisle. He's like,
what we're not about to do. I'll fake shop for 10 minutes before I go down the baby aisle. I'll pretend like I'm interested in what I'm looking at. Oh, this is nice.
This is nice. And he's looking at WD-40.
Yeah, like, not even. I could care less what the fuck's in front of me. That's wild.
Where do we go in conversation? Oh my gosh, I'm done.
Welcome to 2022, guys. Like shit. I guess we have to address. I feel like I don't have to address anything, but like, yeah, the team caught COVID. The team caught COVID. I didn't, but I did stand in line for 4.5 hours. Not stand. I parked. Not parked. I had a car in a line for 4.5 hours.
I had a car in a line.
That's what it came down to. That shit was wild. But yeah, I can't speak for Raven because she still has. We haven't got in touch in regards to like her COVID results or whatever. But believe Brittany had it. Robin. So yeah, the team's kind of just in flux anyways. just because like life happens and stuff like that. Like I said, I got my ass kicked for the last 2 months or whatever, but yeah, it's difficult to kind of like navigate through that, and having it be so close to home was a little different than like I would expect it to be.
Let me tell you, hey, that shit shocked me out of nowhere. Christmas shocked me. Okay, my sister's texting me like, "Hey, call me." She doesn't do that.
Oh, when you hear them with the call me.
When you get a call me text, something's wrong. Like,
we need to talk.
It really felt like my sister was gonna break up with me. I was like, what is call me? So step out, call her. She was like, yeah, so your brother tested positive, around the corner. Your mom here tested positive. I'm like, okay, it's Christmas. Like, what?
Yeah, this definitely happened on like Christmas Day.
It was so annoying. So then weekend goes by, go home, get tested that week, feeling like I knew I went through something.
We went to see Spider-Man. I don't have any other explanation.
Yeah, if we back it up before Christmas,
if
right?
we didn't go see Spider-Man, we would have been great.
You know what? Hold that thought, because I'm going to tell you the breakdown that me and my sister came up with, okay? So, yeah, go to see Spider-Man that Monday. Christmas was what, Friday? Saturday, right? So, I'm working Wednesday night. I was like, something is weird in my body. Thursday morning, slumped in bed. Like, knocked out. All I wanted to do was watch just stuff on TV. Didn't want to move, didn't want to eat, didn't want to do anything. I was like, something's
off.
Something's off, and I don't like this. And then I'm going to tell you another thing. My mother was the same way. We're all texting our group chat, like, we're all not feeling our world's greatest.
I thought y'all live in the same house.
Look.
Not a group chat at home.
Yes, definitely, because none of us are moving, right? My mom, she's texting, right? I knew something was wrong with her when she said, yeah, I'm down here watching Twilight. My mama don't fuck with vampires, y'all. Like, at all. I tried to get her to watch Twilight since it came out. Here we are, years later, and she's just casually watching it. I was like, yeah, something's wrong. We gotta see what's up. That's not normal. So, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. 6 of us in the house just knocked out. Not really, because
your dad was cool, right?
My dad was fine. He was like, he was at work, and he went on his lunch break, go get tested, went back to work, got his text a couple of hours later, and he was like, oh shit, I gotta leave. Like, so, yeah, it was a mess to say the least, I guess. Yeah, but like I was saying,
whole team got COVID except for me. I was alright for the most part. I probably had that shit.
You know what? I don't know, because this is the breakdown, right? Because I was like, where did it come from? I don't understand. My sister tracked it back, and my niece was having like, this shit looks like cold and flu, So she's taking Tylenol. We give my niece Tylenol, but my niece is like, this isn't working, right? And this was like a week or two before all of us got it. So I think we all contracted it from my niece from the beginning. I think that's what
whatever
happened.
Makes you feel like you guys weren't being irresponsible.
Oh, I know I wasn't. That's the problem that I have. I've been ducking, dodging, bobbing, and weaving COVID for 2 years. And I'm like, the fuck I slip up at? Like, lunch breaks when I went to my car?
No, that was the trash movie Spider-Man, man. Could we talk about Spider-Man and how stupid people sound saying it's close to Endgame, and how I fell for the trope?
Okay, that's the part that was the problem.
Jesus Christ.
But talking from a person who was heavy in the comic books rather than a person who occasionally watched different Spider-Mans growing up, I'm telling you, it was based on the nostalgia. This nostalgia is what got everybody Like, as far as the, oh my god, this movie was amazing. Like, it was because all the Spider-Mans were thrown into one movie.
I don't believe that because nobody watched Andrew Garfield's
This is
Spider-Man.
true. I watched Tobey Maguire. I didn't watch Andrew.
No one knew who the fuck he was. Like, I watched both his movies. He had 2. Toby had 3. Tom Holland has 3 now. Right, so we're gonna talk about how bad Eternals was too. That shit was stupid. But anyways, maybe it would have been better if they like released it at like an earlier date, like it was supposed to. If everything was in order, maybe things would have looked cool. But like, Spider-Man: No Way Home was not it. Like, it's the movie itself was literally Toby's Spider-Man movie and Andrew's just combined. Like, they didn't do anything new. They didn't do anything out of the box.
This is true. Like, as far as a lot of the lines and a lot of the plots and everything, like, that was all just picked out for movies and thrown into this one. Like, I get it. But again,
Yeah.
it was the big hype of all 3 of them in one movie. I promise you, that's it. That's all it was people were hyped.
But everyone knew it was going to happen, though.
I know, but even when we were in the movies, you heard whenever they showed Toby, everybody was like, oh my god. You heard it. I heard it.
I was like, okay.
Everybody,
do something cool. Do a flip.
Everybody heard it, right? Okay, so that's what it was. That's all it was. I promise you, that's it.
Nostalgia.
Yes.
They better not do this shit again. Marvel got 2 more movies to keep me on the train. They got 2 more. If Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness don't hit, I'm out of here.
You said 2 more. That's one.
Yeah, I know. But if that don't hit, I'm not going to. They got 2 more. They got to do.
Crossed.
One has to hit for me to go to the next one. If the one don't hit, I'm done. After watching Eternals, I'm like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
But I liked Eternals too on a different level. Like, I'm not saying it was one of my top favorite movies, but it was different. And I don't know if it was going over my head because I don't know a lot as far as the story. If, like I said, I don't read the comics. I didn't do that. But I was just like, I might have to watch this again just to see stuff that I missed. I don't know. But
You didn't miss anything. I learned that in the first 30 minutes of the movie when I watched it last night, and you was passed out. I was like, this movie sucks. I've never fallen asleep on a Marvel movie.
I know that's so rare.
I don't care. I don't care how lit I am. I've never fallen asleep on a Marvel movie ever.
I definitely woke up and it was going, and you were. So yeah, it was rare. Like, I've never seen that happen. But
I've literally never fallen. I went to see Infinity War at 2 a.m. Got out of the movie theater at 5 a.m.
That's
because that was the only showing they had available. I tried to watch it earlier. No tickets.
Nothing is ever worth my time at 2 o'clock in the morning. I promise you. No movie.
Infinity War was.
No.
Infinity War. That's why I hate people who are talking about the Spider-Man movie in that level, because people really don't understand how big Infinity War was. Like the biggest Marvel movie, biggest movie ever type energy. And then when they followed up with Endgame a year later, that shit was crazy. Although Infinity War washes Endgame. I don't care how many people you put in the movie. Infinity War washes Endgame. That's our Marvel breakdown. What's next?
Bro. Y'all. Betty White really died, bro.
Rest in peace to Betty White. I didn't see the hype. I don't think I followed her career. I personally knew she was she a Golden Girl or something. That's all I knew. I never personally followed her career and saw her in things. So I don't know what the attachment is with our culture. I don't know.
She was just one of those that I was like, what did they used to say? That was probably that was years ago, 2019, years ago. Invited to the cookout. She was one of them. So definitely.
Okay, I got a couple of those friends. Definitely the white folks that's hey, I know you're not racist. You might, your moms and your pops might be, but you kind of, the energy's a little different. So
yeah.
She's one of those.
Yeah, she was definitely invited to the cookout. She probably on a level to where she could bring something. Like, not the potato salad level, but
With the
she
raisins?
she could probably bring something to the cookout. Like, oh, definitely on that level. I know I didn't follow her as much as I know people who have posted her on Snapchat and everything like that were really affected. But yeah, that was crazy. Was one that was not expected. Especially her birthday was literally right there, just waiting for her to grab it. She was almost at 100 years old. Like,
Was that a weird, like, expectation? Like, if you make it to 99, you should always make it to 100? Because I think we'd all hope to make it to 100.
I'm just saying, Lord, like, if I make it to 99 like days away from 100, just let me see it. You can take me as soon as it hits, but just let me see it. Like a century, like just there, like it's literally there for the taking and just gone. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't know because like. And we're only going to talk about this for another like few minutes or so. But I just, if you saw 99 years of stuff, like how, like, and I once again, I didn't follow her. I don't know. But if she was coherent till the end, right? Like to see 99 years of stuff. I've seen 29 and shit is weird. Like life is weird from the point to where I was able to remember me growing up to now. Life was weird.
Yeah.
So 70 more years of this. That's super weird.
Yeah.
Law Studio better be Law Corporation.
La Studio 20. One of 20.
One of 20.
At least.
Coming to an apartment near you.
Sick of that. On 6th Street.
On 6th Street in a beach house. That's blue. For sure.
Okay, well then you definitely have to have one in Toronto then.
Yeah. That's already in the works.
That. Talking to the mayor of Toronto right now. What are you talking about?
Listen. Hey, if you live in Pflugerville, you gotta come through me.
Oh my God, we're not gonna go through that again.
If you live in Pflugerville, you gotta come through me. Anything you want, come through me. Me and the CEO of Pflugerville, we talk often.
Don't listen to him. He just be talking out the side of his neck. Shut up.
There's something else I wanted to talk about. We didn't really get into like what it actually means to start a podcast and what that commitment looks like and how much help you may or may not need. I think I'm done helping people. I think 2022 I'm not helping anyone other than the people I've already enlisted to help throughout this process. I don't think I want to have those conversations with people who are coming into it, because I feel like a lot of times now, people are taking your knowledge and just running with it versus giving you props for giving it to them. Like I think this generation really thinks that I'm just supposed to give you game, and you never pay homage. Because a lot of times, I'm not going to talk about I'm not going to say people by name this episode, but just know just know there's going to be some names out that I want to discuss, because like it's kind of insulting for you to ask me a question, I answer it, you do what I advised you with the answer, and then use it and don't ever talk to me again.
Yep.
And I mean, that's fine. I mean, you have every right to do that. Whatever. That's my fault, not yours. But people really... We'll get into TikTok in a little bit, but...
Oh, no.
We'll get into TikTok in a little bit because y'all women doing these dances, yo. These men doing these dances, like that doesn't mean you have personality. I've never seen and this is me being old. I'm old now, guys. I'll be 30 in 8 months. In 8 months, I'll be 30, so I'm old now. But
you're not. But keep going. Whatever.
I just feel like if you're doing TikToks, right? Cool, great. I created a TikTok. I didn't put any work like really into it, so I don't know what you guys deal with on a daily basis. I'm so sorry, TikTokers. I don't know, but people are confusing dancing on TikTok as personality. Like, you can be a dancer, right? And not be on TikTok. And you can still explain your personality. Or you could be on TikTok and you only dance and not know how to explain your personality. That's my only gripe about it. And I say gripe because I'm old, but but like I just don't get it. Like, so if you met somebody, right, and they showed you their TikTok of them dancing or whatever the fuck they doing on there, would you take that as personality?
I don't know.
Hell no, you wouldn't. You'd be like, okay, cool. You have X amount of views on TikTok. Cool, congratulations. Now what?
So, here's my thing with TikTok. And it's really my thing when it comes to social media in general. It's just like, once you do something and then somebody gets a hold of it and shares it, those people share it and yada yada yada, it goes viral. I feel like that's where people are held to, this is my viral moment. I gotta keep whatever this moment is and go with that, right?
I don't like that. I like that point.
I think that's what it is.
I like that point because I think, and I've fallen into this in 2017. You boy went viral before TikTok, like the real viral. You know, when it was the struggle. Like the videos now.
The virus. Like, that's what you should have called it back then. The virus. When it's bad, it's called a virus.
Like I think that's the truth because like I think people really just want to go viral, and I think that's where they cap it. Like they went viral for this, so now this is what I'm gonna do and put my efforts into. To when you actually went viral, you were just doing it off of just being you. Like you wasn't focused on it. Like it just happened.
Right.
You know, but now it's like, fuck, I fucking hate these fucking home cooks in Austin. Jesus Christ. Like, well, I'm making fucking pot roast. Same. I'm selling pot roast. Same.
Like, I don't know where your mind just went.
I just got pissed. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna reel you back in, okay? So that's my thing. Like, there are crazy talented people on TikTok. Don't get me wrong, right? But I think you have people who either, and I mean, there's so many different ways I can go about the TikTok conversation because you have people, especially the black community, who will come up with things, but then you have people that are not part of the black community that'll steal stuff from them and they'll go viral for it. And you know, that's a problem that TikTok is still trying to fix, is giving the creators of whatever it consists of their credit. That's one of my issues. Two, like I said, I think people go viral with one thing that they were doing and feel like they have to stay in that lane to do things, so it gets obnoxious. Another thing that I see, like personally on my For You page, I see a lot of, I'm not shooting anybody down because if I had the money, I'd do it too. But I see a lot of BBLs, right? So I see a lot of them. But then girls get it done, and then now they're getting all this attention. They're getting 50,000, 150,000, 500,000 likes on a video that consists of 10 seconds of them just trotting around. It's not a problem. Like I said, if I had that same body, I'd probably do the same. No, not my job. But sorry.
we should pause that conversation and go back to TikTok and then come right back to it, because I also have questions as a guy.
Okay, but I don't know if I have all the answers. I don't want to get anybody mad at the same time.
We want to get people mad 2022. I mean, I do. I'm sick and tired of it.
While you said that, though, there was a post that I wish I saved it. I just shared it on my Instagram. It was like 2020 consists of me saying, what you not finna do is, and that was literally, that's how I'm going this year. Which, I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna be treated, period. What you not gonna do is this, and this, okay? And if you don't like it my way, there's a door. That's how I'm moving. I don't care.
That was me moving on TikTok 2 years ago. People was like, what you not about to do is be on here for 30 fucking seconds and think you did something. Because fuck that. Fuck all that.
Like I said, there are plenty of talented people on TikTok. And I think TikTok gives people that platform to be themselves. But you really have to really find those people. I follow a girl with Tourette's on TikTok because I've never known what it looks like and how different it is for people. And she is very comfortable with her different tics that just are blurted out at each moment. But she's very comfortable with expressing herself. Those are the type of people that I do like to follow on TikTok because I don't see it around.
I'll be honest, you definitely have seen someone with Tourette's before.
Okay, well, I haven't in my eyes, but...
You definitely have.
I mean, we're going to talk about that later, but I don't know. I'm just saying. This girl, she's amazing. She has like 7 million followers on there too. But those are the type of people that I'm interested in. Not just this person can dance. Well, so can I. But you don't see me, prancing around.
Well, then isn't it you're not interested in the people, but you're interested in the way it's being shown to you? Because those people exist, and if you really, really, truly cared about people who had those certain ailments or whatever the case may be, you would do the research on your own. But is it such a digestible way that you can swipe up and swipe left and you can see things like that, and you're like, oh no, now I care, versus things that have already existed within this universe and it not being presented to you personally as something as clear cut and understandable. Because for every one of those people that you've seen on TikTok, there is a trillion of them who that doesn't look like everyday life, and you can cut and clip TikTok videos.
Right. So I'm gonna say it the same way that my brother said it, because I did back a couple years ago when I researched into my family history and found different grave sites that I never knew existed. Right. My brother was like, why you need to get a GoPro and you need to be documenting all this. And I was like, I mean, I have all this information written down, all this, the tree is in my phone and things like that. He's like, people don't move like that anymore. People they're visual learners, which when I was a kid, I didn't know it back then, but I was definitely a visual learner, right? I can't just go online and get on the internet and research things, right? If it's brought to me in a visual way, I'm going to retain more information that way rather than just trying to research it on my own, get up, do something for 5 minutes. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I just read. So I think it's like that for people now. Like they have to see it and be like, oh, wow. Like that's what it looks like. That's how people live. And even things like if we take the girl that, on TikTok that has Tourette's, there are people, because you can make videos off of someone's comment on there, right? So she'll take different comments that people have and I'm not asking this to offend you, but I have this question. And she will gladly answer any questions that people have on there. And that's one thing that I enjoy too. Nothing offends her. She just wants to educate. And I like that aspect. I like people who are on TikTok trying to help somebody learn something new. I mean, if I can get to that stage one day, I would love to, but not just to gain the followers. I just rather give out the knowledge that I have and the knowledge that I know to other people. But like I said, in a nutshell, I think a lot of people are visual learners. So
the last thing I'll say to that before we move on, because people are visual learners, right? And they see certain things, podcast related, wink wink, and move a little different. But only thing I would say is like we see things in real life often. Have you ever seen someone who has experienced that in real life, or have you? And if you have seen it, were you able to digest it?
To my knowledge, I haven't. Right? From what I've seen a lot of different things in my life, but something like her condition or something that is that strong, I have not seen. And I don't know how I would react. I think that's another thing too. Like, seeing it in person, you're gonna react some kind of way. No matter what, people react to things they feel uncomfortable with or they don't know about, right? Rather than she's putting herself out there 100%.
1000% takes so much courage.
Right, and she's going to explain to you everything that happens as it happens. You know what I mean? When we see, if you go to a restaurant, and let's take her, because she said that she can't go to restaurants because of how bad her tics can get, right? You see a girl just yelling things out or just throwing things around, you're going to be like, what's going on? Or even people that are maybe even close to that table would be like, can we get another table? Or something like that, just because you don't know the situation. You don't know that she has Tourette's. Or, just different things like that. I like the aspect of the teaching side because I wouldn't know how to react in person if I had never come across her page and I had seen it in person. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
No, 1000%. I think that in a learning environment, I think that certain things that are put on TikTok can, of course, work in that sense. But like, I won't even use that particular diagnosis, and I don't know what the person I'm going to talk about has. I don't know if I probably have told you the story. Like when I used to serve tables at Olive Garden, there was a mother and a daughter. Daughter was very much so. I don't know the word because I never asked, but like not. I don't even know if it's the coherent or incapacitated. I don't even know what the word is, but I just know that like her mom could see it in her. Like when she got happy, her mom knew she was happy, although she wasn't like responding in the way that we would think happy looks.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
And they would always come in. And back in the day, people who work for OG know I was always in the back room because I was the party guy. Always, if I'm not doing 20 and over, I'm not fucking with it. But they would always come back there knowing that I was probably about to get off or whatever the case may be. And her mom was like, she's flirting with you. And I'm like, cool. Hello? Just not really even conversating, just but being understanding that every single thing you do in a interaction matters.
Right.
So whether you walk up smiling, whether you walk up and you address both of them, once again, I don't know what I did to make that response to her, like her mom in that moment, but for me, it's just I'm always, and that's why I'm not anti TikTok. I know if Raven makes fun of me all the time for being anti TikTok, but like I'm not that. I just know that like a human connection is so much more important.
Right.
And I love being around people. So like my greatest connections usually aren't from online.
No.
They're always from like in person, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. But even in that situation, like, I think when we see kind of like that, kind of taking, your experience, we see things, but our natural instinct is to not ask questions. We have questions in our mind, but we won't ask them. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a bar, guys. She just bodied me. Robin just bodied me in this whole conversation. Your boy gonna sip.
No, I'm still talking from my perspective. Like, I know if I put myself in your shoes, I'm gonna have questions. And I want to be able to ask them, but then at the same time, I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to offend anybody. Things like that. Then you have different people on TikTok.
I might go back to TikTok, guys. Robin just bodied me.
No, I didn't.
Your boy is asleep. I don't know. I tried to justify my thinking, and Robin fucked me up. She just kicked my ass verbally.
First time ever. Ever.
She just whipped my ass. Yes, I agree with everything.
Years.
Anything you say moving forward, I agree with it.
In 8 years. This is. Bro, I hope this comes out now because, oh my God. I'm referencing this every time now. What?
Robin just bodied me.
No, but seriously, like if I was in your shoes, I'd have questions. I wouldn't know how to ask because I'm a person who doesn't want to offend people. Not on purpose, I have before, but things like that. So outlets that are people who are comfortable on TikTok and things like that, you know, now I have answers and I know how, if I see it in person, I know how to react to it the correct way. Or, you know, people, what are they called? I just saw the word today. Anyway, nice people who might want to help or, you know, things like that. So,
Karens? I'm just playing. I'm so good. I tried to come back, guys, and I still lost. I still lost. I still get lost.
Fingers crossed. I hope this comes out.
I lost, y'all. I'm so sorry, guys. Your boy got bodied.
This never happens. Ever.
What was I gonna go to after? It was something else. What was else? What else? What was else? It was something else. What else was it? It was something. No, I just pretend like I know what I was saying so I can think about it.
You want time to think? I'll let you think. You guys, I also want to let y'all know, okay, your girl is a brand ambassador. I didn't get to say that at the beginning because, you know, you never know what you're going to talk about on here, so I forgot to say that.
Intro of the podcast.
Maybe with me doing the Eminem rap, I don't know. But yes, I think I've said this on previous episodes, but during the beginning of the pandemic, which sounds so long ago, I had, right before, the weekend before everything shut down, I was at a wedding, and I think we finally got the pictures from the wedding that April. Your girl did not like the way she looked in those pictures. Meanwhile, my sister, who is a workout goddess, always asked me if I wanted to work out. So I finally gave in one day. I think it was around the time that my niece had introduced me to my 600-pound life. And being stuck in the house, I was like, yeah, nope. I'm not going to come out of the pandemic and end up going on the show. So your girl had to get her workout on, you know. I think I've lost like a total of around like 40 pounds or so, somewhere around there.
You turn out.
Right. Like, not turning back either, okay? Like, got goals to hit, for real. But last summer, my best friend, showed me this girl who was looking for brand ambassadors for her athletic wear. And, you know, I'm not the one that's just like, let's go, let's do it. I'm not. I'm very laid back. And I'm like, I don't know. But I took a leap of faith. And I became a brand ambassador for Simone Fitness Collection. All her athletic wear is based off of, the goal was to help women find their confidence no matter what they look like. So that's one thing that really drew me in. I absolutely love every material that she uses. It's really comfortable. Fits every curve because, you know, your girl is kind of
Got that wagon.
whatever that means. But fits every curve like a glove. So make sure y'all check out Simone Fitness Collection on Instagram.
Hey, that's lit. I still don't remember, but I think that's lit.
I gave you ample time, sir.
I think that's lit. So, did we really talk about, like, the team? I felt that's what we did, right?
Talk about the team having COVID.
We talked about the team having goddamn COVID.
Most of the team, sorry.
Majority of the team, because your boy didn't catch it. Could have.
Definitely could have.
thought he did. Was in a panic for a while.
You did.
I'm
December. On my bed laying there like it's okay.
December whooped my ass. A lot of stuff happened. January kicked my ass. But hopefully we'll be back. I think we're just waiting on Raven to let me know what she's doing when it comes to like her negative COVID tests and things like that. I think that's
Love you, Raven.
for sure. Like, can't wait for that. Wait to have you back and come back on the new set.
Love you, sister.
Yeah, I like. There's a lot of things that are changing within this process, and I think it was a lot, guys. Like, when it comes to creating a podcast, I know I preach this and I say this a lot. Like, it's as easy as the people around you, and I, at the end of the day, had a really great team. I have a really great team around me that kind of figure things out, and they kind of just let me rock. You know, like, well, you're playing basketball, and like, there's a team, but they let you like hit ISO, like they let you just clear the room out, just like, yo, I got this. Don't worry about this. 101, me 101. And I think like the team really allows me to do that. Like, they let me ISO a lot. Whether it's on purpose or because I force it, I don't know.
Either or. I don't know.
But yeah, God, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. I can't even remember it. I'm hungry as fuck, guys.
Same. I kept looking at my bag. Like,
yeah, can't think. I really can't think of it, and I'll probably think about it like well after this. This was longer than expected, honestly.
Very.
We cleared the hour
I told
mark.
you as soon as you said it, we're only gonna go like 30, 45 minutes. I'm like, why did you even say it? Why
We
did
should
you?
end with an argument, because these me cutting it to 45 always ends with an argument somewhere.
Every time you say it, it doesn't end up that way. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into a rant. Y'all love our beautiful sign back here. That's what y'all should look at.
Safe
back here.
space.
Safe space.
This is a safe space, and I think one of the biggest things in regards to that is like, this is not a safe thing I'm gonna say, but I'm just done giving you advice. This is the safest space in the world if you already have met me. Like, everything after this is.
I was like, how did you connect those two together? I was waiting for it, but okay.
Everything after this isn't a safe space, and I'm gonna call you out on it. Although I do call people out on a lot of things, but yeah, this is the first episode for 2022.
Hey.
It was kind of lit. It was kind of lit in here. I think that's probably it. I don't think I have. Do you have anything you want to talk about? Like, other than us eating? We ate some dumplings today. Shit was kind of lit. It was like in like a prison, maybe.
I don't know where it was.
And maybe it was a prison. Maybe
You were
it was
like, I don't know. Is this the way?
like, that shit looked like I had to have a ID and passcode to get my food. I was like, hold the fuck, are we in a prison? Did the prisoners make the food today? Is this one of those shows where the prisoners make the food to get out of like workloads and shit? That shit's crazy.
But it was delicious, except for the one. We're not gonna talk about it, but there was one that I just.
Deep throat.
Okay, that's not. See, if you leave it off on that, okay, that was what they were steamed, right? Well, they were fried, but of course, they were probably steamed first.
Juicy.
Yes, and one just like went straight to the back of my throat, and I didn't appreciate it. Anyway, we're gonna keep pushing, but they were delicious.
For sure. I don't even know if we named this episode. I think I said 37 once or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome us back, guys. This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 37.
Hey.
We're back in the building. Hopefully Raven will be back next week. If not next week, the week after. But this is our new set for the 5 people who listen to us on YouTube. And people
I'm sick of your shit.
People start to look at those numbers and think anyways. Yeah, this is it. Thank you guys for listening once again. I'm definitely sorry for the lapse in time. But we're definitely back. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Definitely back, maybe. I don't know.
Definitely back, maybe.
I don't
that
know.
sounds great.
Hopefully, we get some dope like pictures out of this opportunity. But we're gonna eat. We're hungry as fuck. We went to Teriyaki Madness in Round Rock. Not a shout out, but a shout out.
Yeah, it's yakisoba.
good food. Thank you guys for listening. This is the Can We Talk podcast once again for the third, fourth, or second time. This is episode 37.
Hey, okay, love you guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.